What a time to be alive. Let's rewind to last week. It's Friday morning, you're sipping your coffee, checking your phone, and suddenly the screen lights up with red arrows everywhere. Bitcoin, that rock you thought was unbreakable, just got slammed down 15% in hours. Your portfolio, it's bleeding out, down 20, 30, even 50% on some coins. Alarms ring from your exchange app, friends are texting in panic, the whole crypto world feels like it's crumbling right in front of you. Billions of dollars in trades are wiped clean in one brutal day. People are calling it Black Friday, the worst wipeout we've ever seen. Your heart races, but did you hold on too long? Sell too early? Is this the end of the bull run we all dreamed about? You stare at the charts, frozen, wondering if you'll ever see green again. But hold on. What if I told you that this chaos isn't the finish line? What if it's the starting point for something bigger? Stick with me, because by the end of this, you'll see why that bloodbath was the best thing to happen to smart money right now. In this video, I'm exposing the real story behind that terrifying drop. I'll walk you through my take on what sparked it, what poured fuel on the fire, and where this market heads next. We'll talk about how these massive dips are like gold mines for clues, especially when certain plays snap right back up, showing us exactly where the strength hides. And get ready for some serious alpha. I'll reveal 4 projects that didn't just survive the storm, they came out swinging harder than before. These are the ones that are teaching us the lessons we need to stack when going forward. Trust me, by the time you're done, you'll feel that fire in your gut again. Before we move on, just a reminder that this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing my thoughts based on what I've seen. Crypto is high risk and moves fast. Always do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Okay, let's breathe for a second and zoom out. That Black Friday hit like a freight train last week. Bitcoin hit a beautiful all-time high on Monday, and on Friday it came down hard. The total market lost almost $1 trillion temporarily, and for leveraged traders, this was the largest liquidation event in crypto history. 1.6 million traders had almost $20 billion liquidated in 24 hours. And the actual number is probably a lot higher. It was definitely very ugly. But why? The media blamed geopolitics. Trump announced 100% tariffs on Chinese imports, then trade fears spiked. Then tech stocks dipped and crypto follows. That's the official story. But the real catalyst? Well, this was potentially orchestrated. Look, I'm going to walk you through a post from Universal Soldier on X that breaks down exactly what happened, because this might go way deeper than people realize. The day before the crash, the US Treasury announced a $17 billion Bitcoin strategic reserve. That got everyone bullish and over-leveraged. Then Binance sees a record $6.2 billion in stablecoin inflows, the biggest of 2025. That's a lot of dry powder being loaded up. Then BlackRock offloads nearly $1 billion in crypto right before the drop, which could be disguised as a routine rebalancing. Then Wills open over $1 billion in leveraged shorts just hours before the crash. And then came the big announcement. Trump posts about 100% tariffs after US markets close, but while crypto is still trading 24/7. Was this the perfect timing to nuke the market? Exchanges glitched, order books became empty, and oracles fed bad data to platforms. This triggered liquidations across the board. And thanks to all the panic selling, Wills bought the bottom and made hundreds of millions. A few days later, after the dust settled, Binance announced $400 million in compensation for those that were affected. To me, this smells like a coordinated wealth transfer, but I've given you the facts and you can decide for yourself. The silver lining here is that the market is rebounding strong and now everyone sees how the game is played. This isn't my first rodeo, but for the newbies out there, you might have just got a masterclass on how institutions and whales go hunting. But the most important question here is, what comes next? The good news is the macro environment is stronger than ever. Tensions are easing, inflows are massive, and Bitcoin's already back in a strong range. The market bounced hard because the fundamentals are solid. This crash just weeded out the gamblers. And we just had some bullish news come from Jerome Powell. The Fed's ending quantitative tightening and eyeing more rate cuts. That means more liquidity flooding into the system. cheaper borrowing, and cash flowing straight into risk assets like crypto. More money, institutions piling in, and weekends gone. The path to alt season and new all-time highs just got clearer. And look, this is exactly the kind of shift that separates those who see opportunities from those who miss them. If you want to stay ahead of moves like this, then I break down what's really happening in the markets every single day here on the channel. Hit subscribe so you're locked in when the next wave hits. It's the best free investment you can make. Now let's keep going. See, dips like this are the teachers. When everything gets bloody, the projects that bounce back the fastest give us the ultimate signal. They show you where the real conviction is: AI, real world assets, privacy, and payments. There's some dedicated teams that never stop building and hustling even when everyone else panics. A bounce tells me that the holders didn't sell and Wills just bought up every dip. That's your roadmap. So let me break down the 4 projects that survived this bloodbath. First up, Zera. Zera turns your crypto into private digital cash that you can use anywhere. It's a single secure system that hides your balance, lets you send money privately, and even works offline for person-to-person payments. And you can still connect to regular crypto apps whenever you need them. Privacy is shaping up to be one of the hottest sectors of this cycle, mainly because institutions and governments really need it to unlock wider blockchain adoption. This tech opens the doors to use cases where confidentiality is necessary. For example, you can verify yourself on a dApp and make a payment without revealing all of your information to that dApp. This is a big move forward for the entire industry. During Black Friday, most privacy coins got crushed. Zera dipped down by only 34%. It held strong at a $23 million market cap. And the next day, it almost doubled to over $47 million in market cap. Why did it hold so strong? Well, because the people holding it believe in what it does. Privacy and payments are going to be massive narratives in this run. Regulations are coming, exchanges are getting exposed, and people want to protect their money without becoming outlaws. Zera gives you that. The team just finished a major upgrade that went very, very smoothly, and Wills keep buying every dip. When the panic cleared, traders continued to buy in. And here's the thing. While everyone else was crying and panicking during that crash, we were actually celebrating in the FireHustle VIP Discord because of Zera. We first started talking about the gem back in June. Just look at how far we've come and the phenomenal performance Zera has delivered. It weathered the storm like a champion and showed the true conviction of the holders. The dip got bought up so quickly, and that's a telltale sign of real strength. That's what happens when you get in early on projects with real utility before the market catches on. The FireHustle VIP Discord is where we study and talk about projects like this in real time and navigate the chaos together. That's where the real alpha lives. If you want access to this and a community that doesn't panic when everyone else is losing their minds, then check out the link in the description down below. The feedback has been absolutely phenomenal so far, and everyone that joins is really finding value in here. If privacy heats up like I think it will, Zera is leading the charge, and we saw it coming months ago. Now let's move on to the next project, Mantle. So this one is a layer 2 on Ethereum. Black Friday hammered it down. But later that weekend, it ripped back up, one of the biggest recoveries in the whole market. The timing was perfect. Before the crash, Mantle launched an RWA tokenization platform on October 2nd with World Liberty Financial's USD1 stablecoin. Then they dropped UR on October 7th, a smart money app bridging fiat to crypto with zero off-ramp fees and Apple Pay integration through a MasterCard debit card. One day before the crash, MNT hits all-time highs, and the bounce back ever since has been very telling. When institutions panic and look for safer places to park money, they want efficiency and legitimacy. Mantle became that safe harbor with real utility across 45 countries. Wills defended the price hard at certain levels, and when the market recovered, buyers went in. This is another project that's spot on with the hottest narratives of the cycle: RWA tokenization and payments. TradFi meeting DeFi is where institutional money flows, and Mantle built one of the best bridges for it. But the next project is Bittensor, or Tau. This one's wild. It's basically decentralized AI. Instead of Google or Microsoft controlling everything, regular people can run AI models and get rewarded for it. Black Friday destroyed it, and the drop was brutal. But then it rocketed back. The comeback was absolutely legendary. But what caused that monster bounce. Two things hit at the perfect time. First, on October 7th, the mainnet upgraded to burn tokens for new subnet registrations instead of just locking them. That created deflationary pressure. Second, Barry Silbert's digital currency group launched Yuma Asset Management on October 9th with a $10 million investment to help institutions buy into BitTensor's AI subnets. That institutional money flooding in during maximum fear created the bounce. To top it all off, Grayscale just filed for a Tau trust, which tells me that the institutional adoption here is just getting started. Not to mention the fact that AI, especially decentralized AI, will always be one of the top narratives of this cycle. I've been keeping a close eye on BitTensor, and the project's been growing steady with over 50 active subnets. This crash proved to me that the believers aren't going anywhere. And that brings me to the last project that I'm covering, Zcash. This is the OG privacy coin. It paved the way for projects like Zera. It's been around for years doing one thing really well, letting you hide transactions completely while still proving everything's legit using zero knowledge proofs. During the crash, it dipped to around 150, then had a huge bounce. It doubled to almost 300. But why did it bounce like this? Well, we already know why the privacy sector is heating up. There's so many use cases that need this tech, like secure voting systems on-chain where identities stay hidden but votes can be verified, or confidential supply chain tracking without exposing sensitive trade secrets. Billions of dollars are already moving through shielded supply that can't be traced. On October 1st, Naval Ravikant tweeted, "Bitcoin is insurance against fiat, Zcash is insurance against Bitcoin." The tweet exploded and brought massive attention to Zcash, but the momentum was already building. For example, Grayscale reopened its Zcash trust in late September, and Zcash has been putting out a lot of updates. Zcash is a pioneer in the privacy narrative, and it's the foundation for killer projects like Zera to build upon with even better tech. Basically, Zera could be to Zcash what Ethereum is to Bitcoin. The OG versus the functional leader in the space. I'm going to be dropping more videos on both of them soon, so make sure to stay tuned. And there you have it. 4 projects that teach us the playbook. They've been hard at work building the future and forming the super hot narratives we've come to know and love. Privacy, payments, AI, and RWA tokenization. And that's why they bounced so hard. The crash didn't kill crypto, it cleaned the house. Weekends got flushed out, over-leveraged gamblers got wrecked, so what's left? Real projects with real utility attracting real money. Institutions still put billions into the markets even during the chaos. That tells you everything. This wasn't the end, it was a reset. And if you know what to watch, these crashes hand you the roadmap to the next run. Now look, if you want to act on moves like this when the market swings hard, you need a platform that can keep up. When the market moves fast, you don't want to be stuck waiting on paperwork. One of the reasons I've been using BTCC is that you can start trading right away without VPN or KYC delays. It's simple, quick to set up, and you're good to go on spot or futures instantly. The charts feel like TradingView, which makes analyzing these bounces smooth whether you're going long or leveraged. They've been running since 2011 and have never had a hack or breach, and the liquidity is being solid through all this chaos. That kind of reliability matters when billions are getting liquidated in hours. If you want to check it out, I'll leave the link in the description, and they'll give you a 10% bonus on your first deposit, and that can help you get started. And before you go, let me tell you person to person. If this video helped make sense of the chaos for you, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. I release one video every day to keep you ahead of the curve with clear breakdowns so you don't have to spend hours staring at charts wondering what's real. Just subscribe, hit the bell, and stay in the loop. But here's the real alpha. If you want to take things to the next level, then come and join me in the FireHustle VIP Discord. That's where the magic actually happens. I'm in there every single day digging through the data, tracking the narratives in real time, and spotting the plays that matter while everyone else is panicking or chasing hype. We're cooking day in and day out, sharing insights, catching moves early, and building together. The YouTube videos give you the overview, but the VIP Discord is where you get the full playbook. If you're serious about winning in crypto, that's where you need to be. You'll find the link down below. If this fired you up, then smash the like button and let's keep this momentum going. FireHustle family, let's keep stacking those wins. Stay sharp out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.